Hello, welcome back. Last time I started on Ramshackle Shack and then had round 2 with... what room was it? Ice Drift? Yeah, Ice Drift. And apparently I'm gonna have a round 3 with this, because I still broke something, which I guess I sort of knew because I never interacted with that mechanism. Yes, so due to the unusual schedule that this follows, a larger amount of time than usual has gone by. Few things have changed to the game. I don't think it'll be relevant here, and yeah, there is a newer world revision because I also did something in Skating Ring that was unexpected, I think. If I look at my... how do I do this? Every time. The fact that I always have to think about how to do this means it's not all that clear. Yeah, so... replay was recorded in a different room revision. Playback might or might not work as expected. Let's see what happens here. What did I do here before? So yeah, where does this desync? Because something changed here. Those dead trees in the middle look different, but it was a while since I was here. Alright, so something I did killed me there. Maybe this was walkable before? Anyway, so this is another room that I need to redo at some point. How do I escape this? That does it? Okay. Alright, so anyway, not gonna go back and redo things today, but I will at some point. Home invasion! Alright, let's invade a home. Is it your home that I'm invading? You got this peaceful little field of flowers, and I'm just gonna ruin it. Alright, key in here. Monster gates, several things to kill. Okay, got a few ideas about how this might work. What's under you? Pacific. Floor. Okay, and that's toggled by those. As well as this. So 2 togglers, 1 up high and movable, 1 down low and not. So you'll toggle your own thing if I do that. Okay, so anyway, 2 bomb bugs. Main puzzle seems to be how do I get myself in here. So that's an elevation mechanism. Let's just ignore things and poke at stuff in the room. Sure. I die if that happens. This is... right, so up high, kill switch for that. Monster block here, 1 spare push block. I have a feeling that what's likely to happen is that I'm riding this across that gap with the help of these 2 lovely creatures here. Alternately, I could be like stacking things up and filling this in and walking across here, but I think that's less likely because how would I get up high? Like, how would I mount up on this? Don't really see a way. Yeah, so there's an elevation mechanism here. I think I'm supposed to get a block that I'm standing on where? Like here-ish? To get propelled this way and then this way? Yeah, sure. Those are in line with the angry eyes. So tee up a one of those and one of those. Get the bomb bug to here and the other one to there. There's a monster block here, which doesn't seem super relevant. So there is one additional puzzle of where the heck do I stick this thing? Because I need somewhere to... oh, I see where I stick it. And perhaps what the monster block is for, though again that seems like it might not be relevant. It would be handy here, so you just out of the way to there or so. Oh, you're gonna be in the way. Well, let's pretend you're not. So this goes here. You go over that way a bit again. I gotta do something with this monster block. I feel like that's gonna be my outstanding problem. But like, if I just do... Okay, I need you over, because I gotta do a little operation with this thing. I think that's sufficient. So let's pretend this monster block's not an issue. Bring you... Oh... No, that's correct. So this, right? Yeah, gets me across. Cool, okay. Great. So... Now hang on, can't I dump the monster block in the pit after this? Okay, so I think the reason I found that not too hard to do is because I already knew about the double explosion thing, and just immediately had the idea that I'm probably riding across here. It's entirely possible I didn't break that puzzle even though it went a lot quicker than everything else. Maybe. Hard to say though. I'll let the other tell me. Alright, so. Revolution! Oh boy. Okay, 4 monster blocks, some bomb bugs, and the name Revolution makes me think I'm gonna be sending them in a circle somewhere. But I don't yet see a reason I would want to do that. You are way up high. You're at elevation 2. Head in the clouds. Pacific floor here? Why? Okay, so elevation 2 is involved, and you're just kind of sitting there, so I have to get myself to elevation 2, or like blow something up there, or get you there and have you shoot at each other. Oh, that's fun. Elevation 1, yeah, so 0 is on the ground, where Leaf is now. 1 is where this Angry Eye is, 2 is where this is. The game never says those numbers, those are just what I call them. And you know, it matches how it is in the code. Wait, that's right, yeah, Angry Eye. The highlight always covers the floor tile, so it looked like it was highlighting the push block. It'd be hard to do something about that, but it'd be possible, because yeah, this highlight doesn't even cover where you are. But I mean, if I have a vertical offset on elevation, what can I even realistically do about that? Not that much. You just gotta understand. And I think it's pretty understandable. Okay, so what is all this? Let's go poke at it. That's easier than trying to understand from the outside. So I walk in here, and that's an elevator. Interesting layering. Does this make sense? About as much sense as it's possible to make there, I think. I don't like it, but what else can I do about it? It's probably fine. So I fixed a related bug to that not too long ago, but this still looks kind of bad. It just sort of slices the block like that. But I mean, this is a residual I-beam. It's not even, like, when it was active, the block wasn't there. Anyway, so I can step here to do that, which is a get to elevation 2 mechanism. I can do it myself and have you shoot over top of that thing, which is fun. Okay. So then there's some trapdoors, and a way to elevate and get back out. Okay, what? So getting to elevation 2 is not hard. There's a nice elevator there, but I think I need to get you to that elevation, don't I? Four monster blocks. I guess those are going in these pits eventually? Those are nice and accessible. These are accessible enough. So, I mean, these two enforce that I can only do each of these things once. But why do I want to go through here? What does this do for me? There's an extra push block there. This one's not free, unless I exploded out of there, which I don't think I'm going to do. Also, this is specific, which is super weird. Does that mean anything? It might not. It might just be ornamental. So I want these two to shoot each other, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I'm walking all the way from here to here at elevation 2. It makes more sense for you to be higher up. Does that, though? Because then that would mean... that I need to be higher up, kind of far from here, don't I? There are bomb bugs. What are they doing for me? So I need to stand in between these two, that's the thing, but this is a south boundary. How would I be up high, but farther north, with you to my south? If this is where I'm going to elevation 2... Oh right, I guess this is new since I last... Oh yeah, I don't even know if this will be in a released version by the time... Right, I guess I do need to talk about some of the changes I made to the game since they came up here. So monsters have names now, in a sense. They have, like, identifier tags. Bombug A, Bombug B. So no matter what happens in this room, this will always be Bombug A. Like if B explodes in the turn... Or if A explodes in the turn order changes, because it shuffles down from 11 to 10. This will still be Bombug B, so you can uniquely identify. Fun thing with that is that if... I made it also so that if you push like a Monster Block A into some water, then that stepping stone will still identify itself as having been Monster Block A. So at any stage of the puzzle, unless you've like lost one in a pit or something, like if you have an object somewhere and you want to see who was this at the start of the room, you can click on it and see its identifier and track things that way. I'm thinking of doing some more things with that, but yeah, so for now they have letters after them if there's multiple of something in a room. Anyway, so how do I shoot north toward here? I have to be at elevation 2 to prime you, but I have to be to your north while I'm at elevation 2. Is that true? I think so. Because the only way you're dying is either if I or a bomb bug is at elevation 2 and here and attacking north. I don't think either of those things is happening. And the bomb bug would have to also explode. Which it could do by you shooting at it. Wait, hang on, this is starting to look a little more plausible. Okay, so one thing I spot... Oh, no... Oh, well, sure, there's that problem too. Well, that's not... here. Let's just pretend this isn't around. Just sweep it under the carpet. Here, you hide behind that. Good enough. I had been thinking something like, I can get the bomb bug over there to elevate it, but then I can't go anywhere. So I don't think that's meaningful. I don't yet have any idea what I'm doing in this room, but like this is kind of the central mechanism here. How this Angry Eye die. Okay, so right, so 3 ways I can imagine. Move you around. Mobile Angry Eye, by the way, that's fun. Put it on a push block and it can actually be taken places. That does mean it's at elevation 1, so you gotta deal with all that shenanigans, but it can move. So, is there a way this could elevate 1 higher? Also, you have to die at some point, by the way, which isn't too hard. I just push you south here, walk up there, and make the kill that way. So that's not a problem. I suppose, additionally, there's... Oh, and I have this extra tool, if I want it. Probably for bridging or something. Additionally, I could do, like, that to move you around and get this down, and yeah, so, like, killing this is not a problem. Getting back up to elevation 2 again, not a problem. 4 whole monster blocks. Okay, so that could be another thing the Pacific floor does. It could put one of you to sleep. And allow me to stand there if I wanted to stand there for some reason, or a bomb bug to stand there if it wanted to for some reason. Then that monster block's never dying. So that's no good. I mean, like, the only places these can go are in these pits, right? Like, these 10 pits are the only means of killing monster block in this room. Because there's no hot coals, no poison, nobody who can lay poison, no water. Yeah. So they are going in these pits at some point. Okay. What are they doing before that? This is too far to walk, especially if I have to build a double high bridge. Can someone carry me there? Not while I'm at elevation 2, getting lasered many times by this. I mean, it only would take one time. And what are these for? Okay, so keep working backwards. The ways you can die. Shot by a laser, blown up by explosion, clawed by a ferret. Shot by a laser requires you primed to the south. Oh. Of relevance, there's an easier way to do that than I was thinking about. So if I do a little bit of my own assembly here. And then you take the place of that. Okay, got some problems here, but this is getting a little closer to something that could work. So, like, if during this turn, I could then toggle that, this Northern Angry Eye would die. Okay, so that's interesting. So I don't have to be at elevation 2. In fact, I'd kind of rather not be. I'd rather be ducking down below the laser. To get you up here, that means I need a... something impossible. I don't think this is it because I don't think there's any way that switch is getting hit from this state of things. I can't pacify you, you'd have to be on the ground for that. Because yeah, Pacific floor only applies to... Oh right, I have accelerating undo now. So if I hold this for a moment, it goes faster. A much requested feature that for some reason I took some time to actually implement. Yeah, so you're not pacified right now. You will still happily shoot at me if I could get up there. Or actually angrily shoot at me. Alright, well, Well, I didn't do any useful work here, so... Okay, so I'm looking at the shot by a laser option. Can't be your own because there's no reflection in this game, so it's specifically this thing's laser. You would have to be up high, you're already at elevation 1, so you need to gain one more level, which means a door has to close under you. That would only possibly be this one, unless you're actually stacked on something and I, like, move you around. Okay, so how viable is... Can I get you stacked on something? Sure, I certainly can. Let's just ditch that for now. Then I put you up... Oh, well, it's a little harder than... Oh, it's a lot harder than that. Yeah, this isn't looking too promising. But, like, with a lot of resource loss, I think technically I can do it. Yeah, with a lot of resource loss, technically I did stack you on another block now, but, like, I can't put this anywhere. Ooh. And I don't think I want that, so I don't think that's involved here. More likely, this swaps with that block, gets raised, while primed because I'm standing to its north somehow? and in the same turn I'm exploding this somehow. Oh yeah, so remember, to explode the switch I need a bomb bug at elevation 1. However, given explosion processing order, they'd have to be all the way, well, in one of these two locations, because either of these two locations at elevation 1 would kill the Angry Eye before the explosion hits the switch. So bomb bug on top of some sort of push block. I guess here is more ideal because I could go up here. No, why would it explode? Could it be shot by a laser? I mean, no, because then that's not going north toward you. Don't think I can chain it. Oh, wait, chaining. Could I chain somehow? So, issue is I have to be standing here, which is out of chain range, it feels or unless. No, like if I'm using an explosion to hit the switch, it has to not hit this, which means it has to be all the way south because of the orientation of this room. Flip this room vertically and that changes. But this room is oriented that way. I have 4 monster blocks. Why 4? No one in this room can safely cross a monster block. Statues can. I don't think I've ever actually seen that, but yeah, statues can walk across these without getting hurt. They only eat ferrets, bugs, and slugs. I think you can stack an Angry Eye on one and it won't be hurt by it. Pretty sure that's true. And what's the other one? Flying Snake doesn't touch the ground, so it's out of reach of whatever the monster block does to things to kill them on top of it. And of course a monster block won't attack another monster block. So yeah, this is not for bridging. Unless pacified there, but then it's never going anywhere else. This isn't moving, by the way, that's quite firmly cornered. There's a cool concept, but I'm having trouble connecting the pieces together. So moving this involves maybe some trapdoor loss. I guess I could just like leave it here and not lose the trapdoors right away. So if I just leave it there... Whoa! Oh right, that's a double toggle. Oh, that's fun! Look at this! I was down when the laser was created, then it took me back up, so it looks like I'm in the laser, but I lived, because I ducked down real quick. Alright. So, yeah, that's not looking great. And just back to this situation again. Okay, so let's think about another idea. So once again, losing a lot of resources here, I'm aware. After this, could I somehow get to elevation 2 and prime you both? I really doubt it. But let's think about ways. Like, again, I'd have to be at elevation 2 here, or north of here. The only elevators are here, here, there, and there. This one's already occupied and needs to stay that way. Can I stack arbitrary things? Not very many. So like push block on monster block, sure, done. Can get it out of there. Yeah, sure, done. But now these are gone, so not again. Oh, okay. So let's do some forward reasoning now. Well, sort of, not exactly. Let's ponder something else and try to figure out what these are for. So these are like one-shot height gain mechanisms? Why would I want to be up high all the way over here, though? Or over here? Like two of these? Like this entire part of this puzzle I just do not get. Bombug's gonna do something for me. They have a lot of utility, yes, but like, for what? Again, 4 monster blocks makes me think I'm putting them in some sort of loop of something. How? Like a loop? The reason for bomb bugs to be in a loop primarily would be for them to step on pressure plates. This is the one of interest, but a bomb bug stepping on that... I mean, what does that really do for me? It could let me use that as an elevator to elevation 2. If there were a block already on there and I were somewhere beside it, bomb bug steps here, I move there, bomb bug steps off, I'm up higher. Don't think I care about that though. Like it's not gonna help me. Okay, how else can I think about things here? Right, so I didn't finish my chain of reasoning here. Laser, explosion, claws. Alright, let's think about claws because I think I can cut out that possibility pretty quickly. You are not moving, I'm never getting to elevation 2 here, right? Okay, you are not moving, I'm quite certain because you're enclosed on 3 sides by immovable walls. There's no way to pull blocks, so you're stationary there. This pillar's not going away, it's quite sturdy. That push block's not going away, it's standing on something that's quite sturdy. Okay, so me at elevation 2 all the way up here. Either I would need a high bridge all the way from where I can get up in one of these places, somewhere in row number 10, to walk there myself, plus some extra space to the side to dodge the laser that you're shooting at me if I'm going in here. Or I would need to be moved by, let's say, explosions, since that's about the only thing that could do it in this room, while I'm at elevation 2. There's nothing down here that could kill a bomb bug. I can't actually get an angry eye to elevation 0 here. Like, I can't get rid of this block without you going to elevation -2, I guess, in the pit. That doesn't actually exist, but that's how far down they look like they go. Actually, they look like they go to -4 because one elevation level is half a tile vertically. Yeah, so anyway. Okay, so claws are out. I'm not clawing you. Explosions. Similarly difficult. Also would involve priming, so I'd have to be there somewhere, or shooting with a laser like yours. Now hold on, right. So remember, you could shoot at something that explodes in your face. Okay, that sounds a little more plausible. You shoot at something that explodes in your face. A few things about that. A monster block cannot be involved in any part of the stack. If it's on top, the bomb bug dies. If it's not on top, whether it's on top or not, if it's put here, then it's never coming out and demonsterifying. I cannot demonsterify them without just dropping them in the pit and losing them entirely. So it'd have to be... It's not impossible that I don't need you for the final step, so I could have up to 3 free push blocks here. Also, I can just get you out of the way while I'm doing things here. Like, I can just do these operations on my own. Getting some silly ideas here. Well, let's play with some concepts. just to sort of see what they would do. Going on a little journey here. Sure, you hide behind there. Bombug, come out. Bombug, come over. Well, not that far. Bombug, go down. For a little while. So this is a way I could engineer a situation that gets a monster block trapped, but also makes it possible for me to get in here and go the wrong way around. Why would I want to? I don't know, but it's possible. Let's see, a monster block falling in a pit is not relevant because I can't drop this without dropping that. Yeah, I can. Check it. I got a way. I mean, I'm gonna lose a bunch of resources doing this once again, but I can do it. There, I did it. There are, like, so many problems with that, but I did it. Okay. What am I doing here? Okay, right, so pursuing the idea of exploding you. My detour here was to do with, like, I was trying to think of a reusable way to have a bomb bug, like, hang out in here and let me in and out if I want to go up and down. This is a way a bomb bug can elevate, right? For a brief moment, then I'm just trapped in here with it, right? I can bring a block with me. I can bring a monster block with me. Now hold on, there might be something interesting about doing this, and it's shaped exactly right for it. That doesn't help anything. It just kills me. I had some thought that, like, I could do something resembling that and get a... Get a what? No. Okay, right, so the whole reason I'm looking at what I'm looking at here is because for an explosion to kill you, a bomb bug would need to elevate. For a bomb bug to elevate... That's not the hardest thing in the world, right? It might be harder than I'm imagining here, but let's just hypothetically bring you around to about here. Okay, well, I'm not stepping on this now. Something else would have to. Well, something could already have been there. Sure, you just hang out over there for a moment. That's not where I wanted you. So if something was already there, then you experienced some fear in not that spot. Not that spot. No, not that spot. Not quite like that either. Alright, Bombug. Try to do something with you. Please cooperate. Also, Monster Block, it's not your fault, but... Okay, that undo acceleration might be a little faster than I want it. Like, that gets pretty speedy. Sometimes you want it fast. Sometimes! Anyway. Alright, let's do things this way. You are now down there. Okay, but how am I going to move this out of the way without doing what I don't want to do? Well, there's a way. I don't like it. But let's imagine as if I did. Oh, alright, you go over here or something. If I play with my toys for a little while, maybe I'll see a way to do something productive, eventually. You out of the way. You get over to there-ish. You go over to there-ish. Be slightly afraid. Alright, you're up high. Yeah, what am I gonna do with that? You're not on a block or anything, and I can't change that, really. It's looking to me like it is, at the very least, prohibitively impractical to get a bomb bug to elevation 2 in this puzzle. Like, this space is just absolutely not made for that. Unless this is involved somehow. Like, these I don't understand. I do not know what these are for, but they're for something. It'll become clear later. Okay, so I think you are not exploding. I think you're not getting clawed, so I think you are getting shot by the other one like you. And that did seem the most promising in that I can position you in the right place and at the right elevation, but not while also priming you. Like, I can do the two halves separately, but not together. So if I wanted you to prime... Could you hypothetically, like, prime while you're here, then get exploded here, then this would get hit, and you'd go up and then shoot? Maybe, probably? Something like that. But I don't think that's what's involved here. So yeah, no real remote detonation other than lasers at elevations 1 and 2, and you're not getting to either of those elevations in any way that's particularly practical. Although, just being right here is maybe not so bad. I did decide it was very possible to stack you. So now hang on, how practical is that? All I gotta do is just... This has to get out of the way, for one thing. I have this extra push block here. Like, I have a spare. It's definitely for something. If that's there... Then I push you up. Then, right, I'm not hitting that switch again so easily. Yeah, that takes a bunch of resource waste to use the switch. That was how it was. And that still results in me not being able to freely move you. Why did I want you at this elevation on top of something? That just mostly makes you harder to prime, right? I mean, kinda? Like, I can do it. In the wrong direction. What the heck? Oh, right, you hit this wall. But it doesn't look like it's that tall, even though it is. I mean, that's just a concession so that any of the puzzles are visible at all, and, like, this doesn't just take up the entire view. Okay. It is still funny that this looks taller than that, though, even though it's technically much shorter. This is infinitely tall. Okay, so if that's not getting me any closer... It feels right for you to elevate on this. That means this has to be out of the way and you have to swap there. But the things I have to do over here to make that happen, and over here, like with these trapdoors, they don't interact with those mechanisms, and also just don't feel good. No use yet for the 4 monster blocks. No use yet for the 4 monster blocks. Almost feeling like I'm gonna go away and ponder this one more later. Maybe I'll do that. Because, like, I'm just not having a foothold of an idea here. I'll spend a little time thinking about it now, but I'm gonna decide whether I want to put this down and come back later. Because I solved a puzzle today. I'm already happy about that. This one's just a bonus if I can get it done. But let me think about it for a bit. Now, I've had some ideas. I examined these and thought about what they might mean. Sorry, I moved my cursor very noisily and woke you up. I realized something I can do with those that I just was not thinking about at all, which might make the claw method a little closer to viable or something. So, it didn't seem like I could do much with those, but one thing that's clear is they're meant to put a block on up high and push it this way. So if I were to... What did I just see? Something I imagined. I thought I saw something change up here when I reset. I'm seeing things. So, let's see. Let's see. I think I have intuited the purpose of those things, and it would be to put a bomb bug, let's say, right here. Not too afraid. I want a... Oh. Well, this could be fun. Check this out. Not as good as I hoped. Okay, sure. So I don't have a way out. But this does allow me to stack a block on top of a bomb bug. Ah. So here's how I could do that and have a way out. Revolution. Okay, this is getting silly and I love it. Oops, right, okay, that's fine. I can still insert you... well, no, it's actually a little inconvenient. You go here. Be afraid there. Be afraid differently. Start a revolution. I put that in the wrong place. Here, let's just put this here, move that north. You're now part of the revolution. Welcome, comrades. Okay. Now this is starting to make a lot of sense. Okay. So, with that happening, I could make it happen again over here using, let's say, this thingy. Yeah, that's totally what I'm doing. I get it. Okay, I'm actually pretty close to done already, I think. Whoa, I got some setup to do, though. So that's the concept. That's why the 4 monster blocks. My initial intuition appears to have been correct. I'm going to put these in places where they're out of line of sight, at least for now. Maybe a little farther out of line of sight. Let's just stash everything way over here. So 2 carriers. How am I gonna do this? Got no tall grass here to make this nicer to set up. So I'm gonna have to do like a live insertion into this cycle mechanism. Actually, all I gotta do is get them into the cycle. If both are going past, like running past both of these places, then I can just put the blocks whenever. Okay, no, so that's not as arduous as I was imagining. So first of all, let me move you over here. Get this part of this, it has to be there-ish, though. Alright, both of you just kind of like crash into each other over here for a little while. No, don't do that. Actually, here, be afraid over there for now. Sure, why not? I don't know, maybe. This is unresolvable, right? Yeah, kinda. Okay. Let's put this way down here. This a little farther away. Okay, both of you having a bad time. Just butting heads. That's okay. Your time can become a little better in a moment. Here we go. Okay. The spacing probably isn't right. I can adjust it. I can adjust it. There we go. Spacing adjusted. Okay. So yeah, I think the concept then becomes... I put this on 1. I don't know what spacing I want, but I can adjust it after I've done this step. This is so cool. Look at this. I love it. I am adjusting the spacing by accident here. Okay, I'm going to leave the monster blocks as they are. I think I see roughly the spacing that I want. To achieve it, let's do... How's that? Off by a bit. Let's try tweaking by 2 like that. There we go, that's the spacing I want, I think. If I go around this way, I won't disrupt your cycle. Carefully, don't be seen. Go up high. Don't quite get shot. Get in line. Okay, so spacing's off. But this is pretty good. So, tweak, let's just tweak by 1 and see how that looks. I don't know if that was the right tweak direction. It was not, that was the opposite, and also I'm gonna have to do it by 2. Alright, what did I tweak? I don't even know anymore. Okay, so this is back to that spacing, so let's pull the Angry Eye over by 2. That was 1. There's 2. Okay, something like that. This is so cool. Yeah, I think this is the one, right? Yeah, it's dead! Okay. So now I can just dump everything in the pit. I'm done with all of you. Oops, don't get my thing trapped, please. Down you go. There we go. That was cool. Took a while to see the central mechanism, but as soon as I did, everything just kind of clicked into place all at once. Yeah, so like this entire time I was pondering what these were for, and just... the answer to that question was the answer I needed. Nice. And my initial read on the 4 monster blocks did end up being correct. Hey, I got a new journal entry, what happened? Ah, multiple monster blocks at the same distance break ties in north... west, east, south preference order. So on this player profile, that was the first time I saw enough to fully disambiguate this tiebreaker. Yeah, not a lot of people are going to have this journal entry. This one is not exactly secretive, it's just like hard to get because you need to actually have seen everything to disambiguate. Okay, so anyway. Alright, that was good. So next time going east, or maybe heading over here and redoing a couple of puzzles, whatever I feel like.